Hey, howdy, hey, welcome back to my channel. For tonight's video, we are going to be reviewing RuPaul's Drag Race Season 14, Episode 13. So if that sounds good to you, make sure to hit that like button, comment down below, and hit that subscribe button. Come join the Amateur Hour community. And without further ado, let's get into this video. This week, the Queens had to do the Roast of Ross Matthews challenge, and I'm going to be real with y'all right from the start. Personally, for me, my issue was, I don't think there was a funny queen on this season. Just being completely real with y'all. I don't think any of these queens are especially funny, and I don't necessarily know if that's due to comfortability or what the issue is, but this roast was not a roast for me. It just didn't do what it needed to do, and it upset me. It made me start thinking more so about Drag Race in all the previous seasons, and I can't think of a super funny queen beyond Bob the Drag Queen on Season 8. But let me know down below if there's a funny queen that I'm forgetting about. But for me, I don't think there's been a super funny queen since Bob the Drag Queen on the show of Drag Race. In the American franchise, that is. But, again, these are all my own opinions, so let me know what you think down below. Anyways, this episode starts out with queens walking back into the workroom after the non-elimination. People are in their feels. A lot of people are upset that Bosco didn't go home, especially just because there's no more safety net. If you're eliminated, you're eliminated. There's no chance of getting the gold bar. It is done. No more hearing "it's chocolate." We are done with that. So they are definitely starting to shake in their boots, if you will. So that was an interesting moment. Again, Bosco's happy to be safe, happy that they got the gold bar, all the things. Also, do you want to talk about Lady Camden's winning? Again, congratulations to Lady Camden for winning last week's challenge. I am really starting to love Lady Camden in the show, and I think last week was a great episode for her, so I'm obsessed. Alright, so that happens. Then we get to this new day in the workroom. They're all coming in, talking, doing the thing that they do. When it comes to this moment, mostly they're just talking about last week. Again, very much following the same formula they do every week. You get the drill. Then we get to a mini challenge where the queens are going to have to split up into groups and paint RuPaul's face. Really, they're going to be painting a mural inspired by the mural that is located in Asheville, North Carolina. Unfortunately, I am from North Carolina, but unfortunately I've not seen this. I definitely need to go. I need to go see this and get some pictures in front of it, because that'd be pretty cool. But, of course, we get this moment where the queens are all painting murals. You get the drill. It's obviously sponsored by Anastasia Beverly Hills. And they split up into teams. We get the team of Willow, Daya, Camden, and Bosco, who are going to be painting Dolly Parton. And then we get the team of Angeria, Georges, and Deja, who are going to be painting RuPaul's face. So when it comes to this mini challenge, it's fun, it's cute. I like a good little mini art moment challenge for the show. I think that's fun. Obviously, in the end, the winner does end up being Lady Camden, Bosco, and Willow, and Daya. They win, so congratulations to them. They win more makeup, even though I'm pretty sure everyone else gets the same amount of makeup from Anastasia Beverly Hills at the start of the show. So I'm pretty sure it's nothing different. I don't know. Let me know if you know anything down below. Sure. So that happens. Then we get to the main challenge, where RuPaul introduces the main challenge, which is going to be the Roast of Ross Matthews. The winning group gets to decide the show order, and obviously they start deciding the show order. They immediately ask everyone what order position they want to be in. Everyone, they really don't want to set anyone up for failure. They try their best to be fair as possible. The main positions no one really wants are at the first and the end of the show, because those are obviously the toughest positions to fill. So when it comes to the order placement and all the things, they do ultimately end up deciding this order, being Bosco volunteers to go first. Then we get Gorgeous, like gorgeous. Then we get Willow Pill. And then we get Angeria. And then we get Daya. Then we get Deja. And finally we get Lady Camden. So that's the official show order. Then we get to this whole script writing, writing jokes, all the things. Right off the bat, we get Gorgeous being super nervous because Gorgeous is not confident when it comes to acting challenges, funny challenges, things like that. I think a lot of the problems Gorgeous runs into comes from a lack of confidence. Because I feel like if Gorgeous was fully confident in themselves and what they can do, I think they could have done really well. Because I feel like with humor, a lot of humor comes from being confident, right? Being able to really send off a good one, really knock it out of the park, all that sort of thing, right? And I think when Gorgeous, she gets in her head so much about being funny that she almost makes it worse for herself, if that makes sense. And then, of course, everyone else is writing their scripts. Let's go ahead and get to this pre-run with Michelle and Dulce Sloan, who is also going to be the guest judge this week. When it comes to this pre-run, sure. Obviously, some queens are struggling, and some queens are doing really well. One queen that is very clearly struggling is Deja. Whoa. Deja Sky does struggle, actually, a little bit. Her jokes aren't really landing with Michelle and Dulce Sloan, and they tell her to rewrite it. Tell her to rework things, make things better, take away jokes, add new jokes, all those things. Another queen who definitely is struggling is going to be Gorgeous, like gorgeous. And I think Gorgeous' issue, like I said, from the start, Gorgeous was getting into her head from the very start, like, of the entire of this entire episode. And I feel like that's sort of the issue that Gorgeous ran into. Like, they were all like, talk to us like we're your friends. Talk to us like we're all good friends here, sure. And just do it like that. And I think Gorgeous isn't able to really make that connection and really make their jokes work with what they need the jokes to do. And then we get other queens who are coming off so confident, like Diabetes, but she doesn't have as many jokes written, all that sort of thing. Bosco, think did okay with this. You get the drill. Honestly, let's go ahead and skip forward to the actual roast, because this is where I have a lot of opinions. And we are going to get into these opinions. First, we have Bosco. Alright, so for Bosco's roast, I thought it was good. I did think it was okay. It was the best of the bunch. Was it funny, though? I would say maybe. It wasn't the funniest thing I've seen on Drag Race. In terms of a roast, I would rate it pretty low in terms of the roasts we have gone on Drag Race. And I think the issue was none of them were particularly funny, if I am being real here. And I think Bosco swept through because of that. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have anything, like, particularly bad to say about it, but I also don't have anything really great to say about it. Like, it was fine. It was a good roast. It was okay. Yeah, that's what I'll say. When it comes to Gorgeous, like gorgeous. I love Gorgeous. You can tell she's not confident in herself from the start. And that really runs throughout her entire, roast. Her entire setup? Stand-up? Sure. None of it really lands as the way she might want it to. And again, I think a big issue, like I said, is comfortability. I feel like she gets in her head so much that she just isn't able to deliver the punchline as well as she needs to. And that's the issue we get into with Gorgeous. And they were trying, the panels was really trying to make her feel comfortable. They were laughing at her jokes, all those sort of things. But none of them were particularly funny. And I think she got in her head too much about it. Yeah. Then we get Willow Pill. I love Willow. Willow is one of my favorite queens on the show. Was this funny, though? No. I don't necessarily think Willow did a great job either. I feel like I'm being very, very picky with this. But for me, Willow was towards... it wasn't funny, but it wasn't terrible. Yeah, that's what I'll say for Willow. It wasn't funny, but it wasn't terrible. And I think it helped Willow that Willow went right after, Gorgeous, obviously. So, hey, there's that. Then, of course, we get Angeria. So for Angie did, honestly, for me, probably up towards the top. I thought Angie did really well. I don't necessarily think the punchlines were the best, but the delivery worked. And I think that's what Angie did well with. So for me, this was ranking more towards the top, but was it funny? I would not say so. I don't necessarily think any of these were funny, so that's all I'm going to say about that. But for Angie, I love Angie. I'll give her a pass. Next, of course, we get Diabetes. So for Dia, this was good. Was it funny? No. Was it good? No. It was towards the bottom. I definitely agree with their placements in the end. And yeah, for Dia, no. And finally we get next we get Deja Sky. None of these landed. And Deja continued to use the jokes that Michelle and Dulce Sloan told her not to include. And I think that was part of Deja's downfall. She didn't listen to the critiques, and she didn't listen to their advice. And I think that was a big part of Deja's downfall. Because if their judges are giving you critiques or opinions to help you with your roast, you need to listen and really incorporate that, right? And the fact that Deja continued to include the jokes that they specifically told her not to put in, right? And yeah, I love Deja. Not a good roast. And then finally, of course, we get Lady Camden. I love Lady Camden. This was okay. It was probably the second best for me. Was it the best? No. Was it good? Sure. Like I said, none of these were particularly funny to me. And I don't think you need to be doing a roast if you don't have cast funny queens. And again, I think that comes back to production. Because I think moving forward in terms of casting, they need to do a better job of casting funny queens if they want to include a challenge like this. Because I don't think this cast was the best choice to do a roast with. Again, love Lady Camden. This was okay, not the best. Alright, now we get to this runway. Category is 2-2. First, we get Basco. I like this. I like this a lot. Was it... It was different from what we've been getting, but it wasn't different enough for me. I liked it, though. I will say I did enjoy this. Like, it was probably towards the top in terms of looks for me, but not my favorite. Yeah, that's what I'll say about that. Not my favorite. Next, of course, we get Gorgeous Like Gorgeous. This is pedestrian as hell. This is so boring. I love Gorgeous. This was not the assignment. It was not good. I'm sorry. I love Gorgeous. No. Boot. Boot, and boot. Alright. Next, of course, we get Willow Pill. I love this. I really like this. This was one of my favorites of the week. Again, I love Willow every single week on the runway, basically. And I thought this was great. I love the super large lips. Like, that was just fun. And just overall a really cohesive look. It stood out for all the right reasons, because a lot of the looks were very simple. And this one was different. And I liked it for that. And that's why I really ranked it higher. Again, Willow tends to do that with their runways. Like, Willow really knows what they're doing in terms of presentation, really making a cohesive concept, cohesive look, very conceptual. I love this. Next, we get Angeria. I love this. I know it's very simple, and in it is pageantry down. Not that that's a bad thing. I love this. I thought this was really good. I love the bright green. I love the wig, and the mug. Great look from Angie. Honestly, really great. One of my favorites. Again, good job from Angie. When it comes to diabetes. It's okay. I like the colors. I like the color a lot. I love the pastel pink. I think that's really cute. I love the distressed moment to it. Was it the best? No. Was it bad? No. It's okay. Not my favorite. Moving on. Next we get Deja Sky. Deja, Deja, Deja. Boot, 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 boot. Honestly, one of the worst of the night. Again, I love Deja, and I understand this whole pastel moment. She's categorizing herself as a pastel princess. I get it, but boot. Boot, 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 boot. Boot, boot. Alright. Finally, we get Lady Camden. The Lady Camden. This was another look I loved. I love this look from Lady Camden. I love the ballet moment. Again, like Michelle said, this is definitely Lady Camden's opportunity to really give us a ballet moment, and she took advantage. And I loved it. I loved all the appliques. I loved the thing on her face. Like, it was just so good. Honestly, for the favorite look of the week, for me, it was between Lady Camden and Willow. And I might give it to Lady Camden because I love this look. I love this look. So good. So good. Gorgeous. Alright, so when it comes to placement, RuPaul announces that the winner this week is going to be Bosco. So congratulations to Bosco on winning your third challenge of the season. Way to go, way to go, way to come back after being eliminated, basically. Great job from Bosco. And then, of course, the RuPaul announces that there's going to be a bottom three. The bottom three is going to be Deja Sky, Diabetti, and Georges. I agree with this bottom three. I definitely think it was a fair placement. And then RuPaul announces that all three of them are going to be lip-syncing against each other. And again, only one person is going to survive. So 2 queens will be going home this week. Again, I'm very happy that they are eliminating queens at this point because the season has been so long. That being said, I don't know. Let me know what you think down below. Again, like, I guess it was a fair placement. I can't complain about it too much. When it comes to the lip sync song, the lip sync is going to be Good For You by Olivia Rodrigo. Alright, so this is my opinion on this. This is an angsty teen song, right? An angsty teen love song, sure. That's basically what it is. Angsty teen breakup song. Let's be correct with that. Who do you think is going to win the angsty teen lip sync song? I'll give you 2 guesses. The answer is Diabetti. Of course, of course. So I do feel like this song might have been specifically chosen for a specific result, if you can. So when it comes to lip sync song, for me, it was definitely clear that we're doing a specific thing with a choice for a lip sync song. Again, no hate to production or any of the queens, but it's very clear to me that they were going to give this win to Diabetti. So again, congratulations to Diabetti for winning this lip sync. She gets to continue on to the next week. However, this also means that ultimately Deja Sky and Georges are going to be eliminated. Again, I'm sad to see the 2 of them go. I definitely would have saved Deja as well, because I don't think it was fair for Deja to be eliminated at this point. But again, maybe I'm being a little bit biased here. Let me know what you think down below. But ultimately, Deja and Georges do both sashay away, which ultimately does mean we are at a top 5 now. So, that does bring me to the end of my review. Next week is going to be a music video challenge. So that's going to be really fun and cute, and I'm excited for that. Let me know what you think about this episode down below in the comment section. Make sure to like this video if you liked it, share it on social media, and hit that subscribe button. Come join the Samature Hour community. And also go ahead and follow me on my social medias, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok at Samature Hour. And I'll be back here later. Bye!